I want to talk about the war in the Middle East right now with you. Officials in Gaza say hundreds of people were killed tonight by an airstrike on a hospital, and these are some of the pictures we're getting from that area. There are conflicting reports at this hour. We want to let you know over who fired that rocket. Gaza claiming it was Israel, Israel claiming it was Hamas terrorists who failed to hit their intended target. The AP is reporting in response to the hospital blast, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has canceled now his participation in a meeting with President Biden, Jordan's King Abdullah II, and Egypt's president that is set for tomorrow. They were to discuss the war at the time. Now, we know President Biden is headed to Israel right now, tonight, carrying a message of support and solidarity, and determined to get humanitarian aid to the residents of Gaza. NBC's Alice Barr has more.
As Israel prepares for a ground invasion aimed at destroying Hamas, and international pressure mounts over the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip, President Biden is set to leave tonight for a wartime visit to Israel.
Making sure that he continues to send a strong signal of support to Israel, obviously, as they continue to defend themselves.
Good to see you again.
Good evening.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Jordan greeting the Palestinian Authority president as Blinken continues an urgent diplomatic tour seeking to keep the conflict from spreading to surrounding countries. After a marathon meeting with Israel's prime minister yesterday, Secretary Blinken announced a U.S.-Israel agreement to help humanitarian aid reach civilians in Gaza amid ongoing airstrikes and severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies.
Now nowhere to go, nowhere is safe.
Egypt's Rafah border crossing to get supplies in and people out remains closed, while in Israel, the families of hostages taken in the brutal Hamas terror attack grow more desperate by the day.
I'm begging the world to bring my baby back home.
21-year-old Mia Shem shown under duress in the first hostage video released by Hamas as the militant group signals it may be willing to free hostages, including American citizens. President Biden to ramp up the pressure for their release when he meets with regional leaders in Jordan, a Middle East trip rife with security and political challenges. Some 2,000 U.S. troops have been told to be on standby to potentially deploy to countries near Israel, while here on Capitol Hill, bipartisan Senate leadership is pressing for support for Israel, with the top Democrat in the Senate pushing for a new aid package to be passed as soon as possible. From Capitol Hill, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Thank you, Alice, so much. Now, NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt will have more on the developments in Israel following this newscast.